Mamelodi Sundowns have paved the way for the rest of the South African football clubs on the continent. Their success last season has had a direct impact on the national team, and the results speak for themselves, according to the Masandawana head coach, Pitso Mosemane.
The reality is that when we won against Nigeria, we had about 7 on the pitch, and we won. Even now we had enough to help Bafana to win, because Stuart understands that African football is not domestic football, and you have to have the mentality to play it, and you've got to work very hard.
The fact that so many players from the two clubs have been selected for the showdown with Senegal proves that the hard work on the continent has created a solid group of battle-hardened players ready to tough it out for the national team.
If you look at even this selection, 11 players are coming from the two clubs. You know, this is a direct link between the success on the continent, especially for a national team that is dominated by players who are playing locally. We've seen this with Egypt back in the days when Al Ali and also Zamalek were in a similar situation.
The positive influence of the CAF competitions on the SuperSport and Sundowns players are reflected in the way that they've turned out for Bafana Bafana. They've produced the goods and gained confidence. And according to coach Stuart Baxter, this bodes well for the future of club football and national football in South Africa.
This game against Senegal will give those 5 SuperSport players massive experience. The game in the final will give our national players massive experience. And it's a win-win situation. But what we've had for far too long is that their players and our players, you know, we get them, and if you don't give them us, you're not patriotic. And that, I think if we've got that relationship that we are partners in this, then we can give them the add-on experience to help them, and that maybe is the difference between semi-final and final.
The financial incentives on offer and the invaluable football lessons that come with playing regularly in the continental tournaments will continue to lift the standard of domestic football in the country.
You have a squad dominated by locally based players. It's important that those locally based players are players who are playing at the highest level. And the highest level in our case is players who are helping their teams to achieve on the continent. And I think the two Tswane-based teams, they've mastered that.
The next Champions League season will see a total of 4 South African teams competing for the top prize in African club football. The $1 million first prize and the $750,000 second prize will go a long way to motivate other clubs vying for continental glory to emulate the success of the reigning champions, Mamelodi Sundowns. Sias du Plessis, CGTN, Johannesburg.